There's still a big misunderstanding among the general public about what we do as paramedics. We are thought of as ambulance drivers, where in fact we are medical professionals where we provide numerous procedures that only paramedics do and give numerous medications and provide social work to the whole aspect. So when we get on scene, we have to make very quick decisions and we have to be accountable for those decisions. Being accountable not only to your partner, but also being accountable to the patient's family, being accountable to the hospital staff who you're giving a report to, and you're accountable to your community, making sure that you're providing the best emergency medicine that they deserve.
First responder, Jerry, come in with his equipment and said, I'm gonna hook you up to this machine. We're gonna see what's going on, and realized very quickly that I was having a heart attack. When I think back on it now, how cool and collected he was, it was just like, wow, what a job they have and what a job they do. There was another ambulance behind us, and the three of them got in the back and they were using the defibrillators and bringing me back again. So that was the second time. And then I found out that when we arrived at the hospital, they were waiting for me because he had called ahead. But when they went to take me out of the ambulance, I died again. So they had to put me back in the ambulance, bring me back. The next thing I remember is waking up on the operating table. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I can see my grandchildren, be part of their lives, be part of everything. They must love people to do what they do.
John Conrad's story is not uncommon. In addition to treating and transporting over 47,000 patients per year, Essex Windsor EMS paramedics are also active in public education programs and community outreach. They participate in the Children's Safety Village, educational days at local schools and community groups, car seat clinics, and providing volunteer medical coverage for the Miracle League. One event they all look forward to is their annual Survivor Day, where the paramedics are honored along with those they have saved.
You definitely have to put that patient first and anything else second, because I feel like that's the only way that you're going to be able to provide them with the proper care that they deserve.
Essex Windsor paramedics perform countless tasks when helping people in our community, but if possible, there's a few things we can do to help them do their job. Keep a list of medications and allergies handy. Include a personal history of medical conditions or major operations. This information can save valuable time in assessing and treating the patients appropriately. Finally, move any obstacles out of the way to allow the paramedics easy access. These could include cars in the driveway or furniture between the entrance and the patient.
Being in a smaller city, it's not uncommon to be recognized by patients and by other professionals that we deal with every day. And so I think that we have a responsibility to maintain integrity, whether we're in uniform and out of uniform. I think that most people don't realize the scope of things that we have to do, assessing the situation, assessing the scene itself, assessing the patient, and rendering the care within their house, and then continuing that care while en route to the hospital. We're still doing whatever we need to do on the way to the hospital, while at the same time we still have to communicate to the ER what we're bringing in and the level of acuity that we're bringing to their emergency room.
When my water broke, I looked down, I knew something didn't feel right, and I could see the umbilical cord. And all I could think was this was about to be the worst day of my life, because I thought I knew the only outcome. And I said, call 911, it's the only thing to do. And I looked down, and what had started as pink legs and pink feet were now blue feet. And I remember the door opening, and I thought, oh my God, we might actually have a chance. Because I've worked with a lot of these guys, and they're all amazing. And the baby was born in one great big push, and he started performing CPR. The baby needed help breathing, and his heart rate wasn't fast enough. Not only did they support the baby's breathing and heart rate during transport, but they called in and had the OB rapid response team meet them at the emergency department. If they hadn't have arrived when they did, our lives literally would not be the same.
They're saving lives in people's living rooms, their bedrooms, in their houses, in front of their families, and they're ready to do that 365 days a year. A lot of their assessment and what they're telling us is critical for us to prepare well. If they don't get that part right, then we can't do our part very well. But they're able to deliver significant compassion in that they're able to alleviate that person's pain and also get them through the stress of the whole thing that's happening. They're thrown into really difficult situations under very arduous working conditions, and they reach out from that work and reach into the people and deliver them compassion that, they're going to be okay, they're going to get through this, and that helps here now.
To the paramedics, the pressures and difficult conditions are challenges they rise to every day, all the while making real-time decisions for the best possible outcomes. They serve our community, are accountable for their decisions, maintain integrity, and deliver compassion in everything they do.
Today I can live, that's number one. I have a greater respect and gratitude for everything in my life.
Today I have my family because of those 4 men. I don't feel like I have a hole in my heart.
The men and women of Essex Windsor EMS are proud to serve their community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.